Welcome to your prenatal HIIT boot camp. I'm Rebecca Gahan, mom of 3 with Kick at 55 Fitness. Today, you will need a pair of dumbbells, and if that's all you have, you can use them for both upper and lower body. If you happen to have a band that you can place either around your thighs or around your ankles, great. If not, maybe order one, and an elevated platform. Again, not completely necessary, but always a good idea when you're exercising while pregnant. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on push notifications so you know every time one of our prenatal HIIT boot camps posts. Let's get started. So the first exercise in our warm-up is high knees. If you cannot jump, then just march in place. We're going to start talking through all the trimesters and what you can and cannot do. Also, if you want just a discussion on what modifications need to be made during pregnancy, look out for one of our pregnancy discussions on YouTube called Modifications Throughout Pregnancy. All right, we're going to squat jumps. Take our feet a little bit beyond hip distance apart. We're going to squat down, jump up, or air squat. Whew. So you just found out that you're pregnant. You can't even go to the doctor yet to get an official pregnancy test. You just have one from the drugstore and you're not sure what to do. So first step is talk to your doctor and ask them if there's any restrictions that you should be aware of. Odds are, if you've been trying to get pregnant and you haven't discussed any sort of modifications prior to this, you're good to go and you just adhere to normal modifications for pregnancy, which I'm going to discuss with you. Okay, we're going to push-ups. I'd like you to go to an elevated platform if you can, not straight down, and we'll talk about why as we continue with this discussion. So the first couple of weeks, you feel great. It's kind of this state of euphoria and also fear because you know that you're pregnant, but you can't really feel anything. Whew. So you're not sure. Should I continue with the workout? Should I do what I was doing before? So unless your doctor instructs you otherwise, there's really no modifications initially. What they'll say is, what I'm going to tell you is, continue along the path that you've been going along prior to getting pregnant. So if you were doing kick boot camps, continue on with them. But you need to listen to your body. All right, we're going to squat jumps or air squats. So if you're doing this workout and all of a sudden you feel, oh my God, I'm so tired, I need to take a nap, slow down. That's your body's way of saying, listen, we are mass producing cells for this baby and we need a little more rest today. So you need to listen. Your body needs a lot of rest in the first trimester. Then, unfortunately, at some point, usually between weeks 6 and 8, a wave of nausea hits you. Let's go down for push-ups. And that's because your hormone levels are so high. Whew. So pregnancy nausea is a good thing because it lets you know that you have a thriving pregnancy. But it's not great for your workouts. So this is what I tell my clients. If you're too nauseated to work out, then don't. Take a break, take a week off. It's okay. You will feel better in your second trimester and you can make up for everything, but you cannot push yourself when you're really tired and you're feeling super nauseated. It's just not a good idea. And it really is okay. Even if you gain a couple extra pounds as a result of not working out, who cares? All that's important is healthy mom, healthy baby. And I know that's contrary to what you thought I would say, but it's the truth. So if you're feeling too tired to do this workout, you can listen to a little voice in your head that said, Rebecca said, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a week off. It's okay to take 2 weeks off. I have some clients who take a month off. They just get through the first trimester, and then when they're feeling better, they resume their workouts. We're going to push-ups. Here we go. And again, we'll talk about why we're in an incline position in this push-up. But first, we're just going to get through it. 15 seconds, and then we'll take a break. We'll get some water. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get some water, hydrate, take a break. That's the first difference in these workouts. We take noticeable breaks. You need them. You're pushing more blood through your body. You got a lot going on. You need to take a break. Okay, so the first restriction that we're going to talk about is cone position. The moment you find out you're pregnant, I don't want you in a cone position. So no V-ups, no bicycles, nothing where you're twisting your body. Bring your torso to your lower body, okay? It all has to be either in a plank position, which we'll talk about what plank positions are okay, or let's say a bilateral leg raise where we're just focusing on the lower abs here. But you just don't want to bring your body into a cone, and we'll discuss why. But first, we're going to start off with a waterfall. We have reverse lunges, right leg only. So we're standing forward, shoulders back, chest out, right leg back, right leg back. Perfect. Try and get to that kneeling position if you can. If not, no worries. Focusing on the glutes. Whew. And the quads. So the reason that you don't want to go in a cone position is because you don't want to stress the rectus abdominal area and have it pull forward, protrude. As you progress in pregnancy and everything is expanding and you're pushing out against that muscle wall, anything in a cone position or in a flat plank position can push that rectus abdominal area out and later on cause a separation called a diastasis. And that is a separation that is more than 2 centimeters in diameter. Okay, we're gonna go to left leg reverse lunge. And there's some other reasons for not going to the cone position. But again, what I want you to remember is day 1, no cone position. And then as you advance in your pregnancy, we're not going straight into a plank. We're going into an incline plank, incline burpees, incline push-ups. Start getting used to going into an incline. That way you can avoid any chance of developing that separation postpartum. Okay, dumbbells down. Now again, I'm going down to the ground. I'm not pregnant, but maybe you place them on the elevated platform so you're not constantly bending over. We're going to Heismans. So both legs coming up, knees externally rotate. This is a waterfall. So we'll do 3 sets of all exercises, but we'll add some on, drop some off. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stationary lunges. Shoulders back, chest out. So now you're in your second trimester. You've gone through all the testing, genetic testing. You feel good about the pregnancy. Your doctor said, hey, listen, you can work out, you can do what you need to do. The nausea is a thing of the past. Great. So the rule is, again, you're going to exercise along the same continuum of what you were doing prior to being pregnant. So if you were doing boot camp prior to being pregnant, you can continue on and just modify accordingly. But this is not the time to all of a sudden switch gears completely. So if you weren't doing boot camp prior to being pregnant, maybe now's not the time to try. You don't want to shock your body while pregnant. You want to just continue on, modify accordingly. And so what does that mean? Well, some women really don't modify at all initially. They're still jumping, they feel good, their weights are still the same. But then, let's say week 20, you start feeling that the weights that you're using are a little heavy. So you decide, you know what, I'm going to take my weights down just a tad. Instead of using 20-pound dumbbells for upper body, I'm going to use 17 and a half. But pregnancy misconception number one, just because you are with child does not mean you have to start lifting super light. If you were lifting a certain weight before, you can lift a percentage of that or 100% of that throughout your pregnancy. We're at Heismans. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to plank shoulder taps. So we're on an incline. Now let's talk about what we're doing with our core. In between our belly button, our pelvic bone, we're going to draw a line in the middle, contract, release, contract, release. So we're contracting right here. We're in a plank position, and we shoulder tap. But I'm going to move my weights because they are in the way. So plank shoulder taps. Now, you might ask, hey, listen, when I'm in plank position, I'm really not feeling anything. There's no pulling right here. That's fine. If you want to stay in plank position, you're early on your pregnancy, or you're carrying really long, it's probably not an issue. But if you're somebody like me, who's short and carries a lot in your torso, you definitely want to avoid a flat plank position. Okay, we're starting again now with exercise 3, which is Heismans. This is a waterfall. So we're adding on, we're dropping off, we're picking some up later. 20 seconds. Now some of your friends might say, wow, how are you still doing high intensity interval training while pregnant? And again, the answer is, I was doing it before. My body's used to it. There are women who do pull-ups and run up until the day they deliver. One of our boot campers literally did a boot camp on Thursday night and delivered her baby Friday night, early Saturday morning. And she was in labor for about 30 minutes, active labor, with her first child because she did boot camp the entire time. This just happened within the month. And this is a regular story with our boot campers. Okay, we're at plank shoulder taps. Is it dangerous to work out while pregnant? Are you more at risk? No. You are more at risk if you don't work out while pregnant because this is a controlled environment and you can strengthen your foundation here. But it's in the real world when you're lifting groceries out of the car, painting your baby's room, moving, working, dealing with your toddler. That's when you're in an uncontrolled environment. And if you don't strengthen your body here, you are more prone to injury out there. That's where the danger is. Okay, we're gonna grab a single heavy weight now. And you can go as heavy as you want, as light as you want. We have goblet squat holds. So our feet are turned out 10 and 2 o'clock. This should feel really good. Opening up the pelvis, again, helping with to create an easy delivery. So we're going low, we're holding it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can, lift it up a little, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up, and then down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up, all the way up. Woo! Okay, now we return to plank shoulder taps. So sequence 4, 5, and 6. Can you jump? Yes and no. Depending on how you carry, some women feel like a lot of pelvic pressure when they jump right away, but some women don't and continue jumping the entire time. So this is my answer to you. Focus on how your body feels. If you don't feel pelvic pressure, you're okay. If at some point you're doing squat jumps, tuck jumps, star jumps, and you feel pelvic pressure, stop, sit down, get some water, elevate your legs, call your physician. Odds are you're fine, but you should always check in. We're in a goblet squat holds. And then, instead of doing squat jumps, air squats. Instead of tuck jumps, high knees, marching in place. All right, goblet squat hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 1, 2, down, 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 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 1, 2, and up. Whew. Next up, we have bicep curls and then a front-facing press-up. So we curl it, rotate it all the way around, press it up, bring it back down. Can you lift overhead? Yes and no. Again, no danger to you, to the baby. It's more about what's happening with the way that you're carrying. As you lift up overhead, are you arching? If you are, then you need to, again, draw in your hips, pull in your core, and if it really starts to give you some sort of tweaks of pain, then you stop lifting overhead and you just lift from waist to shoulder. But if it's not bothering you, there's no reason you have to stop lifting overhead. It used to be that they would say, the experts, that at 25 weeks, you should no longer lift overhead. But every woman is different in the way that they carry. Some have to stop lifting overhead at 12 weeks, and some go all the way to 40. Okay, goblet squat holds. So, we're going back again, and then we'll go to those bicep curls with the front-facing press-up. So we go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 1, 2, down, 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 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 1, 2, and complete. Bicep curls, and then front-facing press-ups. Can your heart rate go or exceed 140 beats per minute? Absolutely. So again, when we didn't have as much data on women working out at a certain intensity level while pregnant, doctors said no, so they said hard stop, 140 beats per minute. That's it. But now it's all about the talk test. How do you feel? Can you hold a conversation while you're working out? If so, you're good. What is your perceived rate of exertion? 7 out of 10 is the max you want to go. When you get to 8, 9, and 10, you start to gasp for breath. You can't hold a conversation. Thus, you need to take the intensity level down. Okay, we're going back to reverse lunges. Exercise 1. If you can, get that knee all the way down. But I can't stress enough, the benefits of exercising while pregnant are huge. 1, it creates an easy, fast delivery most of the time. And you're going to rebound from the labor and delivery a lot faster. You will reduce your risk of postpartum depression. Data has shown that babies born to women who work out are smarter. It's just true. And I don't know if that's which came first. That women who are smart work out and then produce smart babies, or vice versa. Or the working out itself creates intelligence. But we'll just go with it. You will reduce your risk of gestational diabetes while pregnant. You'll minimize weight gain. That doesn't mean you won't gain weight. You just won't gain as much. You'll reduce your risk of injury while pregnant because you're creating a strong foundation. 10 seconds, and then we return to those bicep curls, front-facing press-up, and then we're done with this waterfall. Here we go. There. This is the last part of the waterfall. You've got it. "15 seconds. Do you plan on breastfeeding? Just so you know, your body is planning on doing it for you. So it's producing a hormone called relaxin, which loosens up your ligaments and your joints. And it does make you more susceptible to injury, which is why you need to pay attention to twinges, little bouts of pain, because again, you're at a greater risk for injury because of that relaxin, that hormone. That doesn't mean you can't work out. Get some water. It just means you need to pay attention. So, that was just water. We are going to complete squat walks. If you only have a dumbbell, just use a dumbbell, put it at your chest. But if you have a band that you can place around your ankles and then bring above your knees, please get it now. Hold on to something that's so you can put your feet in. I don't want you balancing on one foot and falling over. I can barely do that while I'm not pregnant. Okay, so we're gonna start with band walks, keeping our feet shoulder distance apart. We're walking to the left. Stay low. Again, you could be holding your weight at your chest. Now we're gonna do 5 full squats here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we go back, low squat walks. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Low squat walks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat low. And keep that squat low. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So we're going to take that dumbbell. If you're just using a dumbbell, you're going to lay it across your hips. If you're with the band, if you can, just sit down. If you have a pillow, you might need to elevate your head depending on where you are in your pregnancy. I'm going to lie flat, but again, if you need to elevate your head, pause the video right now, get a pillow, put it below your head. We have hip bridges, so we're going to bring it up, holding our hips at the top, holding it up, pushing against the band, or we have a dumbbell across our hips. Now, how do you know if you need to elevate your head? So if as you're doing this, you're feeling slight of breath, you need to elevate your head. And the reason you're feeling slight of breath is as the baby expands, everything is expanding in your belly, pushing against your vena cava, which is then inhibiting your breathing. You'll know when it's time to elevate your head when lying on your back. You'll know that that's now the time you can no longer lie flat on your back. All right, hold it right here, pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Up on your side, push up on your side. We're returning again, low squat walks. Squat walk, squat walk, squat walk. Down. Again, you're holding the dumbbell if you can, and if you want to combine both, be my guest. Low squat walk. Hold it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Low squat walk. Hold it here. Get low. And low squat walk. All of these exercises are helping, 1, to strengthen your hip abductors, adductors, which is going to help in your labor and delivery. But also, the more squats you do, the more you let your pelvis kind of sink to the ground. As you progress in your pregnancy, that will help to move the labor and delivery along. Last one, 3, 4, and 5. We're going up now. Now I'm going to use a dumbbell and the band. And again, remember, elevate your head if you need to. Pause this video if you need to go get a pillow. I'm putting the dumbbell across my hips. I also have the band, so I'm demonstrating both simultaneously. Lifting up, pushing out against the band, squeezing the glutes. contracting my core right here. Contract. Contract. There we go. I'm going to knock down that dumbbell. I know. This looks like I'm in labor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. Pulse it out. 10, 9, 8. Keep it up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. One more set here. Really working on those hips. Whew. Get low. And squat down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get low. Get low. Get low as you squat walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Squat walk. Get low. And let's do one more. And squat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Final part of this circuit. We're getting down. Hip lift. Pushing out against the resistance. Okay, 4 seconds, and we're gonna pulse it. And 10, hold it up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the dumbbell to the side. While you're sitting here, I want you to remove the band. Then you lean over to your side as you stand up. Get some water. We're gonna move to our final circuit of the day. We're going to start with tricep dips. So our fingertips are facing us. We have our hands on this elevated platform. We're going down and up, down and up. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can take a dumbbell. We can do kickbacks at the same time. But if you can, try and do the tricep dips. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to a stationary lunge, right leg in front, left leg behind. Down and up. And switching legs. So what's going to happen next is we have one cardio move to end this circuit, and then we have a ladder. We'll start with 10 reps of everything, work our way down to 2. Get our heart rates up as we close out class. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to squat jack in and out, squat jack in and out. If you want, arms overhead. And if you can't jump, out, out, in. See? We have something for everyone. Get low. Okay, here's the ladder. 10 tricep dips. Everything's 10. 10. 8. 6. 4, 2, 1. 10 stationary lunges per leg. So now you might be asking, hey, Rebecca, I'm in my 3rd trimester, and I'm thinking about when can I resume exercise postpartum? The answer is normally about 6 weeks. You go to the doctor for your 6-week checkup. They examine you, tell you everything's good, you're good to go. I'm hearing doctors who are clearing women as early as 4 weeks these days if they had no complications during delivery and delivered vaginally. But my answer is usually 6 weeks. My perspective on this is, as much as I love exercising, I do think the body needs time to heal. And I'd rather have you wait a couple extra weeks, make sure everything's healed appropriately, then rush it 2 weeks early, risk infection, and then you're out 3 additional months, which I've seen. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10 squat jacks. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 all. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 stationary lunges per leg. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you are feeling at any point a pain that starts on one side of the back, nerve pain, and then radiates down your glute into the back of your leg, that is sciatica. We have a video on how to deal with sciatica while pregnant. Our resident doctor, physical therapist, Sienna Clark, has a great video on this. So please watch it. And again, if you're feeling this pain, I want you to stray away from lunges, curtsy squats, and stick with more sumo squats, goblet squats, where your feet are equidistant apart. But also reach out to us and we can help you as well. 8 squat jacks. Okay, 6 all. We've got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if you're asking, hey, Rebecca, I never see core in these workouts. Here's why. There are a ton of pregnancy videos out there that deal primarily with core. I have one coming out, actually. I have a discussion on it already, but then I have one coming out. But there are very few pregnancy HIIT videos. So I want you to maximize your time and get in a great workout. And the most important part is contracting this muscle right here. You can do that at your desk. You can do that watching TV. You can do that eating dinner. And 6 squat jacks. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 4 all. This is gonna go fast now. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 stationary lunges per leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last round, and then we'll stretch. 2 all. 1, 2. Ready. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then finally, 1, 2. Get some water. We're going to stretch. Way to go. You did it. Whew. So if you can, I want you to get into a seated position. However you can. Bring your feet out, butterfly position. They might be like this, they might be all the way out. And I want you to reach forward as much as you can. And if you need to, pull your feet out more in front, create more of a diamond. And just hold it here. Now I obviously can bring my head all the way down because I am not with child. You might only be here. Whatever works for you. Hold it here. Now let's walk it over to the right side. Hold it. Now walk it over to the left. Beautiful. Get your pillow again, because we're going to lie flat on the ground. So elevate your pillow. We're going to take our right leg, cross it over our left. I'm pushing my right knee away from me, and then I have my hand underneath my left knee, and I'm pulling it towards me. So I have two opposing forces. I'm pushing my right knee away from me. I'm pulling my left knee towards me. So this is going to help to correct if your hips are off. Again, if you have sciatic pain, this is a great stretch. Okay? Bring the knees out. Let's switch it. I'm pushing now with my left hand, my left knee away from me. With my right hand, I'm pulling my knee towards me. Hold it, release. Again, your head should be elevated. Next up, we're gonna have our knees up and we're just swinging them side to side. Now again, my knees are gonna come down more than yours because I don't have a baby right here. But you're gonna try, we're just loosening up the pelvic region, loosening up the hips, stretching them out. This should feel really good. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll over on your side. We're going to a downward dog. So we're right here, hands on the ground, heels back, hips up. Let's walk our hands to our feet. I'm going to take my right hand, grab my left elbow, left hand, grab my right elbow, let my head hang down, and I'm swinging. Swinging. Now again, you might have more of a rounded back because of the baby. Do whatever you can to swing. Let everything kind of fall. All right, we're going to slowly crawl up our legs right here. We're going to just tilt our neck to the right. We're going to tilt it to the left. We're going to take our right arm over the left side, get a nice lat stretch. Bring our left arm over to the right side. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and that concludes our class. Thank you so much for joining our Prenatal HIIT Boot Camp. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on push notifications so you know every time one of these boot camps posts. And if you like this workout, give us a thumbs up, send us feedback down below, and tell us what you want to see more or less of. And finally, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We will see you tomorrow. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on push notifications so you know when our next workout posts.